These things are incredibly easy money right here. These transformers. There's about 6-7 pounds of copper in there. Okay, I know you've seen gazillions of these things on YouTube, but there's one that I just busted up right there. Using a hammer, instead of using a grinding wheel. Look at that thing, solid copper. It's number 2, so the yard will buy it with that tape on there as number 2, or even if you go and peel it off. There's so much like shellac or something on there that they're just not going to buy it as number 1. I mean, you could burn it if you want to, but a lot of yards actually have stopped buying burnt copper. So anyway, here's my little handy scale here, set at 0, and we'll put this one on there, and it's about 3.5 pounds or so. And then we'll add this one on there. I guess I could cut them wires off. That doesn't really add any weight, but I'm just doing it for the video. So right there we have a little bit better than 5 pounds, so 6 pounds, 5.5. So at about $2 a pound, that comes out to what, I don't know, $11 maybe for that. So all they have to do, if you wanted to be lazy, okay, and you had a whole bunch of them, all you got to do to get a Benjamin 100 note is just crack open 5 of these things, and there you go. You got your $100. Go home and watch some cartoons. Or get out there and pick some more scrap. Do you want to watch, or should I just show the end results? I'm lightly tapping it, okay, because this particular hammer, which I found at the curbside, is getting a little gnarly. But where's a good place? We'll put you over here, okay? You can watch my watch the silliness from that angle. There. So that's what the hammer's done so far. Why don't I put it in the vise? Well, I guess I could, but then it tightens it up. I'll do that with the other side and I'll show you. So at one part I do, because these things are constructed kind of different than, your microwave transformer. If you ever cracked one open, they're not quite constructed like this. The coils are wrapped around this bar right here. It's like a T shape. This is the other end right here. See? It's falling apart. Pretty much. Look at that. No grinding wheel needed. You don't gotta like bust a sweat hardly even. And if you hit it like, well, what I'm doing, I don't know, maybe you guys got different ways. I'm hitting it with like the edge of this ball peen hammer right here, and it's cracking the weld with almost no effort. No grinding wheel, no dust, no fumes. I know if you're listening with headphones, well, you know, turn the volume off or down really low. I'm sorry. Or just listen on your speaker and it won't be so brutal. Gotta say, I'm not going to edit any of this out so you guys can comment on it, you know what I mean? So I am not making it look like, oh, it was no problem. Sometimes you run into welds that are a little bit tougher than the other welds. Like this weld cracked, as you've seen. This weld is putting up a little bit better fight. A little steady perseverance. Not sure if I was holding onto it like I would be if I wasn't videoing this. I'd be holding onto it with my hand to keep it steadier. But in the interest of making the video, we're going to compromise a little bit. As you can see, it's starting to give it up. Look at that. So, this part's already falling out, and I didn't even need to hit that. Cool. So, to make $100 at the rate you could see me doing it, I don't know, like 5 minutes or so. Probably wouldn't even take an hour if I wasn't holding the camera, or you know, or making a video. Of course, I'd be going faster, but I'm just doing this to make the video, obviously. So, make $100 an hour with simple tools. Old broken down hammer and some transformers. Where here, I'm going to stop doing this and I'm going to show you where I got these particular transformers. They're fairly common. That design and model. I mean, this is one from a microwave right here. Okay, see how it's constructed differently? I got these from parking lot lights. I've got like about, I got about 100 of them. There's about 100 lights. Those light fixtures, they're aluminum. I got about 100 parking lot lights, which I've scrapped a lot of them. I've got a few left. But as you can see, right here, that's $100 for the transformers. All laying around right there. And I don't know. I can't even count how much is right there. See, they come from these parking lot lights. They're bolted in the bottom. Take them out. I still have a whole ton more left. This right here, I pretty much just sat in the parking lot when I collected these. Oh, it was probably, I don't know, September or something like that, or October. I've been sitting in there pretty much waiting for times like these when, you know, the scrapping gets slow by the curbside because it's cold out. People don't throw stuff out as much. So when it gets slow, that's the purpose of the compound. I still have a reserve of scrap, okay? So like the odds and ends end up collecting here for the times when it gets slow. Stainless, some scrap, which, you know, I've got hoarded away in there. Of course, that brings me to the dumpster, which they still haven't collected. I'm going to call them again today because this is getting obnoxious because the price is starting to drop. Although they pay a premium for the dumpster. They pay $30 over the scale weight. So, you know, you drive your pickup truck there with your little load of scrap that you got, you're going to get $30 less a ton dragging it across the scale using your pickup truck. I'm going to get 30 bucks more per ton using a dumpster. That's most places that offer a dumpster service. I mean, there's a truck shop around the corner over here. They have a dumpster. They got a different company over here. I'd rather not use them though, because in my opinion see, they have a small dumpster right there. They put steel in that, but something little like that would be inappropriate for what I do. I fill that in a day. I would fill that in a day, right? I would still have to pay a pickup and drop-off fee, which, no matter the size of the dumpster, the pickup and drop-off fee is the same. So for me, that wouldn't make any sense, because I probably get about $300 worth of scrap in that, if that. And if it costs me $100 each time they go and pick it up, even if they pay a premium, it's not worth it. They'd be here like, I don't know, it just wouldn't be worth it. So this is the largest dumpster, a 50 yard, that is commonly commercially available, unless you want to have a gondola trailer dropped off, which then gondola trailer, that would work. But then again, gondola trailer is 4 feet high, the floor. So now you got a lot of climbing to do. If you don't mind climbing. I mean, I might try it. Gondola trailer's 100 yards, I think. Or 110 yards. That's a 50 yarder. So I guess it's twice. I won't say I won't do it, but let me get into the swing of things with that first before I venture off and don't want to get too big for my britches. Which, the way I do scrap is like a lot different than the way a lot of scrappers do it, especially on YouTube. I don't know. First of all, there's no big city scrappers. I haven't seen any channels. Let me know if you do. Any like big city scrappers from Chicago, or from New York City itself, or from Los Angeles itself, like inside the city. I've searched around on YouTube and I haven't found any big city scrappers. I come to the conclusion that it's more of a smaller town type of thing to do, or just outside of the city or something. Anyway, that's enough yapping there. Now this is a microwave transformer, and these are very common. I'll put this to the side. These typically, but not always, bust open fairly easily. Of course, there's much less copper in there. Oh, before opening them and going through that kind of effort, because sometimes that's aluminum, right? You just do the scratch test. You know, you put a scratch on it. If you see that it's, let's see if this is aluminum or copper before we go through all the heroics of ripping it open. Is that just the media? Maybe we'll use a saw blade. Is that, it looks kind of white, but it's That's just the shellac. It's on there. See, I scratched the copper. That's copper. So it's worth going through the effort of opening it up. Remember, all welds are different. Even if it's the same transformer. Some welds are better than others. Let me move that in a bit. There you go. There we go. Sorry about that. Is it cracking? Yeah, it sure is. Look at that. They're kind of tough, actually. Sure, you could use your grinding wheel or whatever. I mean, a lot of people like using a grinding wheel. Me, not so much. Sparks flying, dust everywhere. You don't really want to breathe all that in, do you? Let's see how it... Do you have an easier way? Look at that. Solid copper. Like I said, I know a lot of them are aluminum, but you just give it that scratch test, and that's why opening up the microwaves is worth it. What did that add to the pile? Why, I added another pound. How about that? So there's $2 more right there. For how much effort? You can always just like sit down and go, oh yeah, I feel like the king. I had a rough day at the office there. Yeah, look at all the stuff that I got done. Alright, see you in the next video.